All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the WeBook It Podcast. Let's start the show.
Yo, what's up, WeBook It fam? This is your boy, Big Daddy C, the booking champion of the world. This is our emergency pod episode where we're giving our predictions for this year's Money in the Bank, which is this Saturday. So we got joined by our former booker of the year, Freaky Fritos here. And we also have...
hold up, no. Read the little title plate right there.
The original booker of the year, Freaky Fritos.
Acknowledge me.
And then we also have the legend, the workhorse of the podcast, the coach. What's going on, fellas?
Gentlemen.
Nothing much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and my singles and tag team competitors. I cannot wait to take my title back from this fraudulent of a champion.
Damn, them fighting words right there.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's what this episode's about.
It's all good.
Them fighting words.
You know, it is four guys. Four guys that, you know, even though Tank is not joining us, he gave us his picks as well. So, you know, it's a fatal four-way to determine the new or if there's a new booking champion of the world. So yeah, let's get into this. We have only 4 matches. There's probably the one Money in the Bank pay-per-view that has I won't say the shortest. It'll still go about 3 hours, but in terms of the shortest number of matches, it's probably the shortest has ever been in the history of Money in the Bank. So we have our first match here. We have let's see here. Well, I don't know what order they're going to go in, but we'll just start off with what I have like in order. We got the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. We got Becky Lynch going against Lyra Valkyria. These two have fought before the previous pay-per-view with Becky losing. But she wants another shot at the title. So we'll see if she can get it. The winner, there are stipulations here. If Becky wins, Lyra has to hold her hand up and acknowledge her as a champion. If Lyra wins, Becky can no longer challenge for the championship as long as Lyra is the champion. So, fellas, what are your predictions for this match?
Honestly, this one might be one of the most interesting matches on the card. Just with the recent stuff going on with TKO cutting veterans just to save money because for some reason a billion-dollar company is broke. Who would have thought after raising ticket prices and cutting house shows and being a general prick in general? I'm going to go with the safe bet here and say Lyra. She hasn't done much with the title. I think they have to keep the title on the young buck here because if they're cutting veterans, Becky draws in a crowd, but you got to build her up. So I think they're keeping Lyra and hopefully getting more feuds with her.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be great for that to happen, but I really don't think that's what's happening. I think I agree with what you're saying with what TKO is doing with going with the younger talent, but you still got to remember if you're a star, you're going to get and you're getting paid, like they're going to make sure you're getting utilized properly. And that's what's happening with Becky right now. And unfortunately, I think she is going to dethrone Lyra. I don't like it, but that's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah, I would say normally the heel, at least with the women, the women heels usually don't lose back to back. So I think in terms of Becky, she does have some type of she has some type of I won't say leeway, but power in a way where I don't believe she's gonna like put someone over twice. And then I believe she wins this, she would be the first women's triple crown or grand slam.
Technically, yes. Since
Yep, she'd be the first.
No, she hasn't won the United States.
Oh yeah, she gotta win both mid card titles. All right, that's right. Okay, but yeah, she's already won tag team championship. She's already won she was women's champion. Well, has she won? She hasn't won any of the newer titles since they.
It was just the Raw and SmackDown women's.
But they still count. Okay, they still all right.
Just the tag team.
Yeah, the tag team. Okay, all right. So yeah, I think Becky's gonna win. Like I said, I don't see her losing twice, especially with stipulations of this magnitude. Because obviously, if she loses this, then what's next for her? You know, like what rivalry, what feud are they gonna throw her in after this? So it's almost like she has to win, so that way they can continue the feud. Lyra has to deal with the embarrassment of holding Becky's hand up, and then Lyra is gonna have feeling all depressed and shit, and then she gotta take some time off to go find herself, and then she eventually comes back and wins the championship. It'll probably be at SummerSlam. That would be my guess. So yeah, I got Becky winning this match. Next up, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Naomi, Julia, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and this is old. Who was the Yeah, Stephanie Vicarious. She was the last one to qualify. So we know we had a few call-ups. We got some newbies here. We got Julia, we got Roxanne, we got Stephanie Vicarious. They're the newest from NXT, the latest from NXT to get called up to the main roster to join Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Naomi, some seasoned veterans in the company. So, fellas, what are your predictions of this match? I know we have some not only former NXT Women's Champions, but we also have former World Champions among the women as well. And Naomi, Alexa, and Rhea. So everyone's been a champion at some point in time, at the top of their division. So what are your predictions for this match?
I'm going to say we're going to eliminate the Young Bucks or the Young Does in this situation.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to have someone like Julia or Roxanne. I don't think they're ready yet to have a title, and I don't think they're going to have the women's Money in the Bank, lose it. It really comes down, and also Alexa Bliss, I think they're going to do a tag team storyline with her and Nikki Cross for the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six are after tag team gold right now. It would only make sense that the women's do it, and I think they're trying to bring Alexa in. It's kind of a little bit cryptic, so we'll see what happens with that. Then it comes down to Naomi, Rhea, and Stephanie. They kind of teased Rhea and Stephanie, which I think those two would put on a fantastic match, especially if it's for a title. Then you got the wild card with Naomi, because Bianca or Jade don't have a title right now. And I think that would be more interesting if one of them had a title right now and she was chasing them. As much as Rhea is number one in my heart, I have a feeling Bianca or Jade are going to get a title soon. And I think that storyline would feed families, especially after the whole last Friday night where Naomi said, "I was at your parents' house" to Bianca. I'm going Naomi.
Yeah, this one's a tough one for me. It's not going to be Stephanie Vicarious, right? I think that's kind of a given. You could make the argument for Julia and Roxanne and Alexa Bliss, but man, I'm with you on that one, Fritos. I'm gonna go with Naomi as well. I think her cashing in on Tiffy would be really, really strong booking and set up. Maybe not a SummerSlam match, but maybe a Survivor Series match. But I definitely think Naomi is going to win.
Yeah, this one I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're gonna shock everybody, man. I think that the people that we expect to win aren't going like. I don't know how far they are going to really push Naomi. I don't know if because we've seen her win, a world championship before, and so but she didn't have that great of a run the last time she was champion, and so I don't know if this new gimmick if they can sell us with this new gimmick, for her to have this championship long term. I'm not sure about it. In regards to Rhea, her winning Money in the Bank, I don't see any reason as to why. I don't think she benefits.
I see it next year for Rhea because I think they're trying to just build up her legacy more.
Yeah.
I think she does this year dry of no titles.
Yeah, because after the run she had, the last 2 runs she had with it, I feel like it's time to let somebody else get their shine. And then Alexa Bliss, she still fresh off returning from her maternity leave. And so I think it's still some time left before she gets back on top, top of the division. And so I don't think it's her time yet. However, she could probably challenge one of whoever wins this Money in the Bank and eventually cashes in. She could challenge for that down the road. And that brings me to the Young Bucks. I honestly think it may come down to Roxanne and Stephanie, because WWE, they're high on those two right now, man. Because Roxanne, she was the first to get called up, and she's been bouncing back and forth between NXT and the main roster between Raw and SmackDown, her feud with Bayley. And so I think that honestly feel like she probably has the best odds to win it, considering the storyline that she's in outside of this with the Judgment Day. She's trying to find her way into the Judgment Day. This whole thing that she has with Liv, and Liv failing twice, not once but twice, to qualify, and in part because of Roxanne Perez, and so the fact that she just doesn't like her, I feel like that would add to everything, especially if Roxanne wins the Money in the Bank and then cashes in and becomes champion. I'm more than certain that Liv is going to want a piece of her at some point in time, regardless of which title she cashes in. Now, she does. I think if Roxanne does win, she's going to cash in on EO. It's all. I don't think her cashing in on Tiffy is not going to mean anything. Honestly, I think since she's a member of Monday Night Raw, it'll work better if she does cash in on EO. Because I do want to see Roxanne and Liv go at it. But in terms of Stephanie, that's the outlier now, because she just recently got called up. I didn't expect her to, be in a Money in the Bank qualifying match that soon.
For that.
So if she won it, I would not be surprised either, because they are super high on her right now. Like, she just came off a crazy run in NXT, being the first women's double champion there. And the first since I believe did Oprah win both titles or
No.
Mm-mm.
no? Okay, so she'd be the first. She'd be the first since Keith Lee, I believe, then, because I know Keith Lee was the last double champion. So yeah, so to me, I would say it could be either between the three newbies, Julia, Roxanne, and Stephanie. Julia, former NXT champion herself. I don't think it's her time yet, so I don't think but she could make some noise as well. So my choice would be Roxanne Perez. And also I forgot for the previous match, Devin did pick Becky to win the match. So I believe that's all four of us, right? That picked Becky.
Mm-hmm.
No, I picked Lyra.
No, not
Are you got Lyra? Okay. So me, Devin, and Coach got Becky, and Fritos has Lyra. And then for this match, both of you guys got Naomi.
Yep.
Okay, and I have Roxanne Perez. Devin also picked Roxanne Perez. So moving on, we got the men's ladder Money in the Bank ladder match. We have I don't like this guy. Still don't like him. Andrade. We have the architect, the visionary, Seth freaking Rollins. We got LA Knight. Yeah. We got Solo Sikoa. We got Penta. And then most recently, who qualified on Monday Night Raw this past week, El Grande Americano. So, fellas, what are your predictions for this match?
This one's going to be a fun one. This one's going to be extremely fun. Let's see. Seth, I've seen a lot of stuff on X. People want him to do it. To me, he's taking a page from his buddy John Moxley if he does win the briefcase again. And it's Death Rider's WWE version.
Right.
But I doubt we see that. I think CM Punk's going to interfere with that match and prevent Seth from winning it. Solo is another wild card because you have Fatu, which then you have Jeff Cobb in there who could interfere with the match the entire time.
There we go.
I don't see Solo doing it. I think they're going to definitely lead into Solo versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. And build Solo up through that way through the mid card because it's been a hot minute, and I think that'd be the best way. Build him up through the mid card with that, then test the waters and see if he's ready for the main title. Penta, as much as I would love to see him, I think they're going to go Lucha Bros very shortly because the Raw Tag Team division's been iffy, and Rey Fenix has been on a losing streak. I think that'd be the best way to set things right. Penta's been hot, Rey's been cold. Bring them together, and I think they get the Raw Tag Team Championship. That leads to Andrade, LA Knight, and El Grande Americano, a.k.a. fake Chad Gable. I don't think they're going to push Andrade, especially with Charlotte Flair, and that Charlotte Flair effect is real because we haven't seen Ludwig Kaiser in months after that whole Tiffany Stratton test. So this is the big thing here. Who do they want to push to the moon? Or they want to push LA Knight there? I think he's ready for the title. Or do you want to push a guy who's been the workhorse for a long time and everyone's got praise for Chad Gable, aka Grande Americano? I'm gonna go LA Knight because I think it'd be fun because he's better when he's chasing, and with that Money in the Bank briefcase, you can do so much fun stuff. But I do think we're going to see El Grande Americano get the mask taken off, and we get revealed that it's finally Chad Gable.
Yeah, you bring up a lot of great points there, Fritos. Especially with the fact of all the possible interference going to happen. I agree. CM Punk's definitely going to interfere to cost Seth Rollins. I could definitely see Fatu and Jeff Cobb. I will not call him by his other name.
Mateo.
Yeah, he is Jeff Cobb. I do not see those two. I see those two maybe at ringside causing an issue and Solo getting distracted.
Oh, we also forgot Paul, Bronson, and Braun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of interferences.
El Grande Americano, I mean, yeah, he's not winning. Not going to be Andrade, that's for sure. He's just in it for the high flying spots. So that leaves Penta and LA Knight. And my gut and my heart are saying two different things. My heart is saying LA Knight, but my gut is telling me Penta. And I am going to go with my gut on this one. I'm going to say Penta is going to win the men's Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I'm not going to be long-winded on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out the way. Yeah, Andrade, he's not winning. I do agree with y'all that CM Punk is going to cost Seth Rollins yet again a championship opportunity. Solo Sikoa, nah. Penta, possibly. I think he can be in one of the few in that last mix, up there trying to fight, and then something happens and he ends up getting knocked off. Grande Americano, same. He'll be one of those three, and I believe LA Knight will be one of those three, with LA Knight finally getting his just due and getting a pretty much a guaranteed, championship opportunity, and eventually getting his world championship that he so richly deserves. So yeah, I got LA Knight, and Devin also picked LA Knight to win this match. So last but not least, we have our main event. We have Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, the world heavyweight champion, teaming up with the former undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes to go against the current WWE undisputed WWE champion and John Cena and Logan Paul. Fellas, what are your predictions on this match here?
Like I said before, this one's interesting because you've got Cody's first match since WrestleMania. You've got Jay being chased by multiple people right now for his World Heavyweight Championship. You've got John, who's trying to ruin wrestling, and you've got the rising star in Logan Paul. In this one, I'm going to say the team of Jay and Cody, with Jay pinning Logan Paul with it. Because I think you can't have John take the pin, and you can't have Cody take the pin. They're definitely going to try to build up a rematch between the two. So you've got to let that just stay neutral. I think you still build some heat up with Jay and let Logan take the pin, because honestly, I think Jay's going to take a hell of a beating going into his match with Gunther. I don't think they're going to give the title to Gunther at the next Raw. I think it's definitely going to show he's definitely a workhorse. And then eventually we're going to see Sammy turn heel, since we got the Karrion Kross effect slowly creeping in right now.
I agreed with most of what you said there, Fritos. What I disagree with is having Jay pin Logan. I think they're going to go the route of Cody pinning Cena instead, so that they can truly set up that rematch at SummerSlam. And it would, besides the rematch in general, it would kind of give Cody it could also set up a third match, a trilogy match with them, because Cody can have that in his back pocket of like, hey, remember, I pinned you at Money in the Bank. So I think they're going to go that route of, even if they don't do a trilogy, just how WWE booking usually is, whoever pins the champion will get in a non-title match, gets the next chance at an opportunity. We're obviously going SummerSlam with Cody and Cena, so Cody's going to pin Cena. Are we going to make this the tiebreaker, by the way?
I say, yeah, let's make this the tiebreaker. Who's pinning the pin?
Okay. So all right. So just before I go, so you have Jay and Cody winning,
Yes.
Yes.
and with who getting the pin?
Jay pinning Logan for me.
Okay.
And I got Cody pinning Cena.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the heels on this one.
Ooh.
Okay, Mike Jr.
I got the team of Cena and Logan Paul winning. I think Logan Paul is going to do what a young heel would typically do. Take advantage of, the work and effort of someone else, of John Cena in this case. And there will be interferences, so he's probably going to take advantage of whatever happens in this match. And I believe he will knock out. I think he will knock out Jay, and he will pin Jay to win the match. After taking advantage from all the distractions or whatever there's going to come in this match. That's my prediction. And then Devin, I believe he picked Jay and Cody to win. He doesn't have I'll ask him in the chat who he thinks is going to get the pinfall over who, and then that'll be his tiebreaker. Those are our predictions. And then just to go over that men's ladder match, we all had LA Knight winning, or
not me. I picked Penta.
Penta. Oh, you got Penta. Fritos, you got LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then Devin also at LA. So we got 3 LA Knights, 1 Penta. All right. So just a quick recap. So for Becky versus Lyra, we got 3 Beckys, 1 Lyra, with Fritos being the 1 Lyra. We got the women's Money in the Bank. We got 1 Naomi. We got 2 Roxanne Perez. Huh?
2 Naomi's.
2 Naomi's, 2 Roxanne Perez's. And then for the main event, we got 3 babyface wins and 1 heel win. With the tiebreaker, we got Coach. You had who'd you have pinning who again? So I can remember.
Cody pinning Cena.
Cody pinning Cena and Fritos.
I got Jay pinning Logan.
Jay pinning Logan. Cody pinning Cena, and I have Logan pinning Jay. All right, so yeah, those are our predictions for this Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And so we also, I don't know if you guys are going to watch Worlds Collide early on the day, but I would advise you guys to tune in to that, especially after WWE has purchased AAA. So this will be their first joint pay-per-view between, mainly NXT and AAA. So be some good matches on that card. I believe it's streaming on YouTube, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. YouTube at what is it? 2:00? 2:00? Maybe 1 or 2 o'clock.
I think it's 2 o'clock. Yeah.
3
Okay.
o'clock,
Yeah.
What? Eastern? Or...
3 o'clock our time.
No, it's
3 o'clock Eastern. So
Eastern.
2 o'clock our time.
2 o'clock our time. Okay. So yeah, be on the lookout for Worlds Collide, 2 o'clock our time. And then obviously later on in the evening, Money in the Bank at 7 o'clock PM our time. So yeah, thanks for all who's going to tune into this episode. This is your boy Big Daddy C, booking champion of the world. And we also have Freaky Fritos, the original booker of the year, and the Coachman, the workhorse of the pod. So yeah, thanks for all who tune in. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to the pod. We got over 1,600 subscribers on YouTube. So we're trying to get to 2,000. So help us in that, and continue to follow us on all social media platforms. So signing out. We'll catch you guys. Be on the lookout for tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown recap. The SmackDown Lowdown, Throwdown, Bring It Around Town. Fritos will be manning that show. I'll more likely join on with him in that regard. Well, no. I should be back from my little shindig by then, but I'll let you know. But yeah, and then Sunday we'll have the Sunday night pod as well. I'm debating whether or not we're gonna do a little watch along for Money in the Bank. So we'll keep you posted.
When do worlds collide?
Huh?
When do worlds collide? I'd be down for that.
Oh, to watch along for that? Oh yeah. If I don't have no, because Mike's baby shower is at 4, so I don't know.
Gotcha.
So I don't know how long Worlds Collide is gonna go along. So and I'm probably gonna get
we're gonna
the thing early.
All right, let's just get a stream going with all of us together at the baby shower.
Just hear a bunch of kids playing and crying in the background.
Show asses up. We're trying to watch.
Hey, wrestling's on. Fetch me a beer. Don't make me get the belt.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for all who tuned in. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for SmackDown and then for the Sunday pod. So peace.